preserve your memory and favorite days. Come online to the newest craze, the digital scrapbook, the way you want it to look. With digital scrapbook kits, fun and full of wit, you log in today, you won't be able to quit. Come on over and you'll think it's the bomb. Nitwitcollection.com.
Hi, Christmas fans. Here it is, a Christmas kit that you cannot miss. This is our Christmas romance collection. And obviously you can see from the colors, it is a bold Christmas collection. There is blacks, there is reds, there's whites, there's greens. It's a really, honestly, a kind of a traditional colors, but very, very bold. And a little more on the elegant side. As those of you who have been around with us for a little while know, we do tend to have some things that are a little more whimsical, a little more on the cute side. This one is not. This is really for those of you who love to do something a little more elegant. Has the beautiful poinsettias, a white rose that is just to die for in here, among so many other elements. Let's get in and have a quick peek here in a second. But this is, for those of you who are new to us, this is our bundled collection. What that means is when you purchase this, you get all 5 of these coordinated products. There are no duplicate items in them. Each product has its own separate items, and so you also save 20% off by purchasing it this way rather than purchasing these items individually. So rather than me just blathering, let's go in and have a peek and see what this kit actually has to offer here. Our FQB starts off obviously with our papers. And beautiful, beautiful papers. You are going to love these. Here's a stationery back, and again, we have them in a few colors, few different styles. Everybody has a little bit different take on how they want to design or what they see as a vision for this. So we want to give you lots of options in here. There's some very intricate papers, such as this design here in the damask, and there's some that are a little less intricate, such as the diamond, or some of you'll come up to some polka dots, things like that. The floral stripes, another one, right? Isn't that a paper that you just think, okay, here's a starting point for me. I know I have to use this paper. Now where do I go from here? So hopefully you're starting to get the feel of that where you can see these. Hunter Star. These are some really unique backgrounds. Stuff that you are just, hopefully it's inspiring you like it inspired us here, such as the poinsettia background. Beautiful pink rose in here. Soft colors. There's the bells are in here, the Christmas bells. Lots of nice swirls. So you can see how the elegance that I was talking about earlier is manifesting in the background papers as well. Here's some of the polka dots I was talking about. We always need ones that are a little more intricate, ones that are a little less intricate. Here's the quilted back. Has the nice little almost lace in between each of the squares. Beautiful paper to use. Our reindeer. Our reindeer, Mary Fran chose to create in more of a silhouette style. And you'll see them as individual elements as we go through the rest of this kit here, but they are stunning. Again, if you take a look at the FQB product description in our kit in our shop, you'll see that each of those reindeers, and that's what I chose to use as my card inspiration. So the background papers, there are lots in here. I think, don't quote me 100%, but when I was doing everything, I think there's 44 in here. So you have lots of choice and lots of options. And you can see the color range as well. There's some more muted tones. There's the bold ones. You have lots of opportunity in here. The bows with this center brooch, with the shine and the glitz to it, again, lends itself to the elegance of the kit itself. The buttons with a little more metallic exterior there, the ring around it. And here we get into some circle tags. The beautiful doily just kind of gracing the bottom of them. These are great tags. Again, you can see how I used some in the card making inspiration. But these with the damask filling the back, you could easily place on a journal tag, which maybe you have written something on, a blank one. You could place in a small photo. These are large enough that you could do that with, or even encompass a round photo in here, so you just see the edges of everything around there's so many uses for these. And here are the clocks. Christmas is a time we want to take some time and ponder and enjoy, whether that be family and friends, whether that be the food, or take it all in. This gives you that opportunity with the clock. Here's Father Christmas in his nice flowing robe. He he gets dressed up for us, but let's make him a little more elegant here. Here are the poinsettia flower stickers and floral clusters. As you can see, there's different shapes, different orientations. Some of them are a little more elaborate, a little more floral to them. Some of them are a little simpler. Depends on the size that you're going for or how much you want to have of that in your cards and layouts and mini albums. Then that way you have lots of options with them. Hearts, a couple of them with the beautiful lacy exteriors and some of them without. Again, we want to make sure that we are trying to cover everything that people are thinking in terms of how they perceive and what their inspiration is for this kit. Some holly so that you can have individual elements so that you can actually decorate it and make your own floral clusters. And some journal cards. The journal cards are so wonderful to use because it actually has the sentiment. It's already pre-decorated for you. You can just simply place that in and have wonderful and wonderful results with it. Another journal card, quite a bit more elaborate with the doily in it. But how bold is that, right? The black, the white, the punch of the red rose, just beautiful. Some journal labels. There's 3 of these in here, which are all lined. So again, what a great element in order to actually write something in. The whole reason we create cards and layouts and mini albums is we want to personalize them. We want to memorialize things. We want to share whatever it is. These give you those opportunities to easily do that. Here's some of the blank journal strips like I was talking about earlier. You can write in the words that are pertinent for you, whether that's a date, a name, a title. Maybe English is not your first language, so we want to make sure we have the opportunity for you folks as well, so you can write in your language what it is that you want to say. A couple of labels as well, again, some place for you to write in, but quite a bit more elaborate. Maybe even use this as a gift tag. Wouldn't these be great? Print these out, cut them out. You cut out a dozen or more, or however many gifts you're giving. I guess maybe the more you give, the more you receive. So I'll have to remember that this year. But you can write in someone's name, whatever it is, right? The lantern, beautiful element. Again, something so useful and so quintessential Christmas. Already adorned for you, so you simply place that into your creation. And again, stunning results, right? The ornaments dressed up as well with the doily and the damask backgrounds. Beautiful, beautiful elements. Our famous paint chip and poinsettias. Now there's a few of these as well. Little different orientations, little subtler in the reds or a little bolder. And the postcard. Again, what a great super element already pre-designed for you. You simply pop this into whether it's a layout, print it out, put it into your card. You could use this as an insert in your card, in your mini albums, into your pockets, where you can either use the back as a journal area, you could use it for photos, whatever you want to do. And here's the reindeer like I was talking about earlier in the background. Beautiful silhouettes, so richly covered, gorgeous pattern on them, beautiful, beautiful to use. Some ribbons, obviously always ribbons because those are very, very useful for when you mesh 2 areas together, things like that, or just to add a little interest to an area which maybe you're kind of thinking it's just a little boring down here. What can I add in? Ribbons are perfect for that. A couple of ribbon bows with that gorgeous shining brooch in the center, and the roses. Here's a simple rose by itself, so that way you can place in the holly leaves and things the way you see fit, or we have some with them already in it. The stamps. Here's Santa gracing the face of it, the florals in a stamp, as well as Christmas love. Like, look at how bold that all goes together. Like, that could really be a card front all in itself, couldn't it? And lastly, our Christmas trees. An elegant take on a Christmas tree. A little more formal, a little more fancy, something that gives you a little bit more punch and something a little different. So there's our FQB. Our little bits is our pre-made elements pack. So these are a little more put together elements than you'll see in the FQB. These ones are already arranged for you. Again, for the time, Christmas is a busy season. It's always busy throughout life, but especially at Christmas when you're trying to do baking and everything else. So we want to give you everything already put together so that you can easily put these into your cards and your mini albums and your layouts, get great results with it without having to do all this work of layering it all in there and everything else. Maybe it inspires you to do something of your own taking on something like this sentiment card. Look at how richly adorned this is. You know, if you look at our Whatnots pack that I'll talk about at the end here, which is our card fronts pack, I've taken something like this, added in another poinsettia up on top here to build it up so you have a bit of a decoupage look on it where it's raised. You can do all sorts of things with these. We also obviously want to give you some tags that have areas where you can write in so that you have, again, that creative freedom that you can place in your specific thoughts or words or whatever it is. A beautiful topper, like how easy is that to use that as a focal point? Slide a picture in behind that, put in some background papers if you're doing a layout. Same thing for a card. This could be a main element on the bottom of your card, maybe your sentiment, maybe you have a stamp, something like that that is on the top. You can easily see how these are coming to life for you. We also give you word strips. Hopefully these have a lot of the sayings, you know, something you can find that, oh yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to say. This was what I wanted to convey. It's easy to pop in for you. Great font work already done on it in different fonts, so it's well done. But it gives you that ease where you can just place that in and you don't have to think up this exact poignant saying that you were looking for. So this is our Christmas Romance 2 paper pack. Again, you're going to see a lot of repeats in terms of the patterns, but these are all completely different in terms of color. You will not see this hunter star with the green squares in it anywhere else. So if that is, again, the way you were kind of looking to create and you thought, oh, I wish this paper came in this color, hey, this is why we give you the option for our 2 paper pack, is we want to give you the additional colors and things like that based upon what maybe your creative ideas were. So that's how this one kind of shapes out. And that is the end of our Christmas Romance 2. Our Christmas Romance solid paper pack obviously just encompasses the solid papers. So these are great backing papers in behind another paper. So you'll see that in our layout and our card inspiration, where then we use this, where you just see the, I don't know, maybe a quarter of an inch of the outside of it, and then there is another paper layered inside. We always want you to have the exact coordinating color match. We all know how hard it is to color match things, and that's the reason that we provide you with these, is we want to make sure that you have the exact color match for you in order to complete your projects so that everything matches 100%. Our alpha, beautiful alpha. Rich, colorful, elegantly done. Again, gives you large numbers and letters, some punctuation as well, so that you can spell out names, dates, titles, whatever it is that is of prime significance that you want to highlight in your mini albums and cards and layouts, whatever creation you have. You could also print these out, use them as, if you were really creative, you could use them as something that goes onto your wall, like as those peel and stick stickers that you can get. If you're creative in that way, you have so many options to use an alpha for, and they are it's wonderfully colored in order to be able to use. Now our last item, which is actually not included in our bundled pack, this is a completely separate piece. This is what we call our Whatnots, and our Whatnots are basically our card fronts. So this particular card front is 4¼ inches wide by 5¼ inches tall. So it easily will print on regular standard paper. So again, when you're printing, we recommend you use a more of a thicker cardstock. We use what we call a premium presentation in a matte rather than a gloss. That we find gives us the best print of all. It just stunning colors, but it's not shiny and glossy, everything else. So it's like a greeting card you'd buy in the store. It doesn't have any gloss to it or anything. And basically, you just take this, print this out on your printer. When you fold over your paper, you're going to see, okay, I got a little extra paper here. So you just simply zip that off, cut that part off, and there you have a Christmas card. You write in your sentiment in the inside. Maybe you want to take some of the other elements that we have from the kit, adorn the interior, things like that. But in this pack, which is $3.99, you get 6 different cards. Obviously, you can see they're different formats in terms of the sizes and the orientations. This one is a 5.5 inch by 5.5 inch square. So you have, if you are a little short on time and you think, I really like to give something personal, something very unique in terms of the Christmas cards, well, here you have it. You have 6 unique Christmas cards that you can simply print out. Like I said, cut the excess off so that you have a folded card. And included in this, when you purchase this, is you actually get instructions as to get the best print from your printer. So that's kind of important as well. There's a few tweaks that we've always found that are common to all printers, and we've included that in a simple README file so that way you can get the best print, not only for the cards, but for anything. You can get the best print from your printer, and it's a tutorial step by step. Do this, do this, do this. So it's very easy to follow. So thanks for tuning in. This obviously, once again, is our Christmas Romance Bundle, and we hope you'll check it out. We hope you'll go to our site and take advantage of this one. Thank you for watching the video. Please give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought of this kit, what you liked about it, and what your creative inspiration was. We hope that you have fun with this, and thanks again for tuning in. See you soon, and Merry Christmas.